Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the number one judgiest live, not advice podcast in the entire flicking internet. My name's Josh, and I'm the one on the left side of the screen.
Oh, that's really fucking with me because you're on my right side.
Yeah.
Okay, well, my name's Rick, and I'm on the left in real life, but on the right on the screen.
And my name is Christian, and I'm right here in the middle.
And we are the
Judgies,
This is the Not Advice Live Hour. Right now, we've got text 850 judges what you want to talk about. That's what we do when we're live. However, normally it's you can call 850 judges and leave a voicemail. It allows people who aren't able to tune into the lives to maybe get your chance at fame.
To get in there. Maybe you guys aren't always available at 8:30 on a Wednesday night.
Yeah. Can I say I'm socially on the right, but fiscally on the left?
That sucks to hear.
But does that person exist, we think?
I was going to say, what does that even entail? It's like, I want public transportation. I want socialism,
universal, but only for white guys.
Yeah.
I think it's straight up.
Blake says that was shaved, and I agree.
You might shaved. You might just be talking about Norway. I fear you might be talking about some Nordic countries right now.
Yeah.
I heard a fun thing that was either Norway or Finland or Sweden. I can't remember which one, but they are using their the hot rooms with all the computers in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're using that to heat their cities.
Interesting.
Wait, like server rooms for
Yes, server rooms. That's what I was looking for.
So they're using their data centers to heat up all the water in the city?
Yeah.
They just have a giant citywide boiler for a data center. Honestly, not that bad.
Ethical AI. That's crazy.
So I can use Finnish AI.
I'm not saying that it's AI. I'm saying that it's their city's server rooms. Or
I
whatever.
hope we can, because I can only finish with AI.
Oh.
Hey, I can only finish with AI. All right, let's get into the episode here. We are doing live call-ins. We're opening it up to the people who are watching us live. So we're going to live right now decide if you're interesting enough to talk to. So we're going to go through people who have called in live right now.
Texted us live.
I'm sorry, who have texted us live.
Yeah.
I kind of am scared of putting this on the main screen because I don't want to dox people's numbers. So I'm just going to read off some texts, and then we'll live decide right now with chat's help as well if you think it's going to be interesting.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Yep, let's do it.
Sal has a call with fantasy football drama.
Fine.
Oh,
Fine, Sal.
no.
I'll allow it.
Immediately, no pushback.
Hello.
Sal,
Well,
it's
hold
the
on.
judges.
It is. And it's Sal.
Sal, for the listeners, can we get a name and pronouns?
Sal and she, her.
Okay, great to hear. So you have fantasy football drama, which she's on the edge of her frickin' seat. I know you can currently live see that she's not, but I want you to believe that she is on the edge of her seat for this drama.
Well, the funny thing is, I gotta say, I don't watch football. I've watched 0 football games this whole year. I'm just part of this fantasy league because I just think it's interesting to look at the stats, but I literally don't watch a single game the whole year.
You're just a vibes player. I get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's fun and interesting, but the drama isn't even my family. First of all, I feel like gotta set the scene. There's 20 people in this fantasy league.
Is
Too
that
many.
a lot?
20 people.
Right away.
Okay.
20 people. Too many people. So I go to the draft, and it's partially my family, like my mom, my brother, and then my brother's wife, so my sister-in-law, her dad shows up with spreadsheets printed out, super into it, fucking crazy.
Yeah,
And I showed up and I said, I prepared 0% for this. This is ridiculous that you have spreadsheets printed off right now, but whatever.
Yes.
So he made teams for himself and then 2 other people in his family. Whatever, I don't even care. You go through the draft, you're going to get who you get regardless. It is what it is. So fast forward a week later, and 2 people dropped from the league. So my sister-in-law was supposed to do like a, I don't know, like staggers the people out so that we can all like pick them up fairly and evenly.
The people that were on those people's teams, the players. That way other people could have a chance to get them on their team.
Correct. Which was like really important to us all because there were 20 people in this fucking league and that's too many. And we were all like, oh my God, we're scraping for people. Like, this is kind of a struggle. Mm-hmm. So my sister-in-law drops the people and thinks that it's going to get like staggered out like slowly so we can all like try to fairly pick these people up. I'm a teacher. My sister-in-law is a teacher. My sister drives a truck all day. Like all of us people in here, we're busy all day. This guy, my sister-in-law's dad, picks up everybody. Just takes everybody. And we are all pissed about it. We're like, that's bullshit. Like, that was so rude. Why would you do that? Including my sister-in-law was like, why would you do that, Dad? And he said, oh, it's just a learning curve for you all.
Okay.
That's such a dad answer.
It was such bullshit because I played one other time and I got second place watching 0 games. I was like, you don't have to watch to do well. Like, it's not what, I'm sure it helps. I'm not saying that it wouldn't help a little bit, but I'm like, I can do this without, I got second place the first time I ever did this by just looking at the numbers. And I was like, oh, that guy says he's projected 0 points. Shouldn't have him on my team. Sounds like a bad idea. So
yeah. You want more than 0 typically.
Absolutely. So anyway, there was drama in the chat about it. I didn't even know. I'm not going to lie. It took me 2 weeks to even find out anything was going on because I was like, I'm at school teaching. I don't know what I just make sure I don't have people like on a bye week and replace them and move on with my day. So I found out about it all. Other people want to drop. It was like all this drama. And I don't know.
Is it a money league? Did you have a buy-in?
Yeah, we all put $50 in. It was $50 buy-in.
That's a pretty big buy-in for something like this. Because if this was like a free league, you know, whatever, like that's shitty. But 50 bones is a lot.
It is. It is a lot. And like I was thinking about dropping. So was my sister. Like she was gonna drop too. But I said I'm gonna stay in. And if I lose and he brags, I'm gonna talk shit because this isn't my dad. Yeah. I don't care about this petty man. He's like a gross petty man. My sister-in-law doesn't like, they had a pretty broken relationship prior to this. So I'm like, you have a mended relationship with your daughter and then you go and be an asshole to like her new family because my brother just got married this year. I'm like, you're an asshole. Like, you're just being an asshole.
Yeah.
Do you remember or do you know which players were on the waiver that he was able to scoop up? Like, what's the quality of player?
I could probably go look and like dig back into it, but I mean, I can find screenshots and send it to you because it's in there.
So
it's
for those who
it's like far up there though.
For those who are uninitiated with fantasy football, a typical league size is 10 or 12 people.
So 20 is a big difference.
There are 32 teams in the NFL. On fantasy football, you are starting typically one quarterback. And there are not 20 really good quarterbacks in the NFL for fantasy. So when you have a league that has 20 people in it, you either have to commit and get a quarterback early and like make sure like this is my guy, or you have to do that at a different position because it's not just like oh, there's 20 people and there's 32 teams. Of course, there's going to be enough players that everybody has good players. Like you have like 15 people on your roster. So that's going to be, what's it, 200? So that's 20 times 15, right? So that's 200 plus, that's 300 people.
Yeah.
That are going to be actively on a roster. There are not 300 fantasy relevant players in the NFL. Because automatically you're cutting it in half. It's only offensive players. And then you're splicing it even further down by position. There's only 32 starting quarterbacks in the NFL. Some say, but there's even less than that. So when a team drops out, that's really bad. If the league doesn't handle it properly, it's really bad. And that sounds like what happened here.
Yeah.
Well, because we all were complaining that we didn't like the way he did that. And he could have just been like, oops, sorry. And then like, we could have done it like differently. And he could have been like, my bad. Like, I am an asshole. But instead he was like, it's a learning curve. And I was like, no, it's not. You fucking asshole. You don't have a job and you are just sitting at home. And like, I don't have time to fucking be on my fantasy stuff all day. Like,
yeah,
I look at it once a week. I replace players out call it a day. Like, I don't, like, it's supposed to be for fun. That's why, like, I wouldn't have done it if I didn't want to, because I'm like, I don't have time to care enough about this.
Yeah.
I just wanted to do it for funsies, and then you made it not fun for everybody.
Who's in charge of the league?
I was gonna say you're gonna have to send us the commissioner's phone number. We got some words to have with them.
My sister-in-law is in charge of it.
Oh, so she could just revert the changes.
Well, I think she doesn't know what she's doing. Nothing against her. Like, I'm not even mad at her. Like,
Yeah.
because she was pissed about it, but she's also a public school teacher. We're like, maybe she's like, next year we're not going to do this many people, and he's not allowed to play anymore.
Right.
But like,
Fair.
I think too, she doesn't want to be too like. It's her dad, and she's trying to like have a better relationship, and I think she's just in a rough spot. So I'm not even mad at her, because like I know she is in like a hard spot, but like the funny thing is my brother keeps trying to bring it up and try to lighten the mood about it all, because he just does that, and I'm like, just stop it. Like, you know, you need to make it better. Like, he'll be like, Mom loves it. I'm like, no, she doesn't. Stop. And I went off on him the other day at dinner about it, because I was like, I just promise you, if that man tries to talk to me about fantasy even once, I will go off on him. I was like, I'm dealing with adolescent shit all day. I have no time or patience for adult men who act like babies.
Yeah.
I will be a bitch to him. I don't care. Like, I don't care. I'm locked and loaded, and I won't do it if I don't see him. But if he says any words to me, I'll be like, no, we're not doing this.
What's the waiver situation? Is it just waiver claims, or is it fab?
What does that mean?
I don't know. We haven't had to deal with anything. Like, one's dropped since. So,
do you have like a budget that you can use to pick up players, or you just pick up players when you want to?
You can just pick up players.
Okay.
So it's just like, that's it. Like, if anyone's available, or like if any of the rookies that were like kind of like did have stats on them yet, like you can, if they're doing well, you can pick those people up, like switch people out.
Yeah. Well, listen, this guy sucks.
Yeah. We can agree on that.
Yeah. But I can't sit here and pretend like, I mean, this is why, unfortunately, I mean, not to blame your friend, but this is why you do need a very, like, the commissioner in a fantasy football league is a very underappreciated part of fantasy football, because everybody fucking hates the commissioner, but a good, or just like in the case of your friend, somebody who doesn't know a lot about it can really make or break a league. Because this could have been a scenario where, you know, if she had the time and was able to like set this up properly, but it was just a lack of knowledge and like access throughout the league. Like, if I was that guy in a league and like, this is for $50, this is, you know, that's $1,000 pot.
Yeah.
That's, you know, I'm waking up, like I've woken up at 2 a.m. when waivers go before to go and like change my players, because that's when waivers end. Like, I've done that before in leagues where it's really competitive and I need to. But this is an indictment more so on him when he's just straight up taking advantage of people who don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm used to my family who's so like chill, and we just are like even though there's the buy-in, like we were legitimately just trying to do it for fun too. Because at the end of the day, like if I couldn't afford it, I wouldn't have put it in anyway. Like, I need to know that money is gone for good. So like, I was like, oh, me and my family, we're gonna have fun and have like, we like to talk shit. So I was like, these are like a light, fun thing to talk shit to each other about. And then it turned into this, and I was like, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
It's not the shit talking I wanted. I wanted like light teasing shit talking. So
we want.
I've learned. I don't fucking do this shit. I don't know. So I'm like,
got a villain
I'm just
on
like,
our
whatever.
hands.
Yeah. Well, kick him out. That's what we can all say. Kick him out of the league.
Yeah.
Kick him out of the league.
Get his ass out of here. Familial relationships be damned.
Fantasy football is thicker than blood.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Okay.
We'll see if I ever want to do this again, though. But go call someone else, because fantasy football can only be so interesting.
All right. Well, we'll get you in the Judges League next year.
Okay. Sounds great.
All right. All right. Bye, Sal. Thank you.
I say I love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, man. I love fantasy football, man. It's just a good time. It's just a good time.
I would have only played the way Sale played. I would never be actually watching. I would be looking at numbers and hoping somebody else is doing the homework for me.
Yeah. Which, I mean, now there's so many resources in the apps that like Like in the app itself, it does give you a bevy of information.
Yeah.
Where you don't, like, I don't watch every football game. Are you kidding me? I don't got the time for that shit. But
I don't know. I've seen the way you name players, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I know players, of course. But the app does help you a lot with it. So like I'm not going to say I haven't watched a single 49ers game this year.
Okay.
But I know the fantasy relevant. Shut the fuck up.
Jesus.
On the live stream, you're trying to twice me?
God.
You know who the 49ers are. Maybe if I would have said a more irrelevant team. you pointed a gun at me and I said, no, the fuck you don't. And now I'm the bad guy. Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Let's calm down a little bit, Josh. Damn.
Woo.
If I would have said like the Buccaneers and you hit me with a who, then maybe I would have.
Who?
Okay. All right. Thank you, Sal, for the call. And we're going to look for another person. I have a really chat. You can vote along if you think this is interesting. 1, if you think this is an interesting story. 2, if you want to double it and give it to the next person. Okay. Does that make sense? This person does water damage restoration. So I have to clean up sewage leaks that involves poop, a landlord, and creepy perverts.
Creepy
sounds
perverts
good.
got me more hooked than even the poop.
So 1's in chat if you want to listen to that. 2's if you think, nah, get out of here. Oh, that's an old. They texted us that months ago.
Oh.
And also a month ago. So they also said. Oh, they also have said the same thing. So I think we're still. We got a lot of 1's in chat.
What's the 3 for?
That's when you do both at once.
That's British for 1, I think. Judges, you can still call me. I'm listening. Okay. The chat, please. The chat is interested. Okay. So we're going to call someone who says they want to talk about poop, a landlord, and creepy perverts.
Oh my God, hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Can we get name and pronouns, please?
Yeah, my name is Kira, and my pronouns are she, her.
Awesome, Kira.
Kira.
Kira. Knightley?
That's exactly the same spelling, but no, unfortunately.
Okay. Daily?
Yeah, actually.
Okay, all right. I did just dox you? Okay. So let us know, but let us regale us with your tales.
Okay, so I'm like a supervisor for my company. I manage all men, and they're all older than me, so it's kind of weird, but they really respect me, and so that's good. But anyway, I was in a meeting, and I had 3 of our guys were out at a job. They were demoing a ceiling that had gotten shit water on it, which is lovely. And so I'm in the meeting. From the unit above, it's an apartment building.
Fair. Didn't think about that.
Yeah. So I'm in the meeting. They call me. They're freaking out, and they're like, "It's raining shit." I was like, "What?" And I thought like they hit a pipe with like their tool or something. And so I start freaking out. I'm calling the landlord, and I'm like, "I'm so sorry. We hit your pipe, and it's shitting everywhere. I'm so sorry." And so we. This is very average in my life, by the way. This is a daily occurrence, honestly. We had a shit call this morning that I had to dispatch people to. So
that's a Tuesday.
Very, very run of the mill for me. And so I'm like, we'll pay for it. I'm sorry, we hit the pipe. I get there, and like the ceiling cavity, like there's a huge, like a foot in between the drywall and the subfloor of the unit above. So I'm like, our blade isn't long enough. There's no way we hit this pipe. Like, this was not our fault. So I'm looking up there, and the water is coming through the floor. So, like, his toilet is overflowing is what I'm thinking. So I call some plumbers, and they come over, and I try to go upstairs. I'm pounding on his door. He's not opening. And so I call the landlord, and she gives me a code. I get inside, and I'm like, "Hello, sir, we have a plumbing leak. Like, I say plumbing specifically. And I will also tell you at this point that I am a ginger, okay? And so I walk in, and he's like, oh, let me put some clothes on. And I'm like, oh, God, okay. And so I, like, step back. Like, there's a hallway. I don't see him at all. It's fine. So I step back, and he, like, lets me come in with the plumbers behind me. And I walk into his bathroom, and there's, like, an inch of shit on the floor. And it's still actively coming out of the toilet. And so I guess he was like passed out on his couch this entire time. But yeah, so we have to basically like snake the drain or something. I don't know. I'm not actually a plumber, but I have the plumbers with me. And so I leave, I come back up, and he has his TV on, and he's on, are you guys live right now? Okay, I probably should. He's on a specific orange and black website on his TV. And he has typed in redhead plumber into the orange and black site.
Wait. Was that up before you came in or during, like?
That was, I walked out and I came back up to check on what's happening, and he had that on there.
Huh?
What the fuck?
Yeah. And so.
And you're not even a plumber.
No, I'm not even a plumber. But like when I walked in, I said, we have a plumbing issue. So I guess he's assuming I'm a plumber, and I'm also a redhead. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's the story. We didn't have to pay for it. He did. And the other time, so he wouldn't let us come back in again, which fine by fucking me. I don't want to go back in there. And so the landlord calls my boss, and he goes back in there. And I don't know, my boss is weird. I don't know if this is true or not. But he said that he offered him like heroin or something. I don't know.
The tenant offered your boss?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And also the plumbers said that they found a lot of like razor blades like in the P-trap of his toilet.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
What the hell?
Yeah. So
4D12 psychic.
that's the lovely Colorado mountain towns. The people that are here, it's great.
Wow. So he was. So I have questions about the inch of shit.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
What? So we're working with an inch tall. How wide?
Like how big is this bathroom?
So it was. I would say it's like 6 by 6 feet probably, but there's like a bathtub, so it's not like up into the bathtub. So maybe like 4 by 6. And also, like, the bathroom is right off the living room where he's laying on the couch. Like, he's in sight of it. So I don't know if he was, like, passed out or didn't care. Because, mind you, this had already... mind you is so precocious. I'm sorry I said that. Anyway, this had already happened one time before. We were already there working. So he'd known that this was an issue. He'd overflowed his toilet multiple times with razor blades and such.
Was this, you can't flush razor blades?
Clearly
Was
not.
this the first time you've been
I don't know. I'm not a plumber, as I said, so maybe you can.
I can't comment. I'm not a professional.
Yeah, that's outside of my scope of expertise.
Was this the first time you'd been in this person's apartment or talked to this guy?
This specific guy, yeah, the tenant below I had been talking with and the landlord.
Wow, that sucks, Kira.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay.
No,
I mean, it did suck.
That's not okay.
It did suck. But as a woman in the blue collar industry, this other time, this old dude, he had Alzheimer's, I think, or something, but he had a fire. We also do fire restoration. And we were outside looking at his burned down garage, and he like kind of went around the corner and just whipped it out and started peeing while I was standing there.
Naturally.
That's an old man.
Naturally. Yeah. Old man.
Can you say, like, I don't want to, you don't have to give specifics. What
No.
What like region of the United States is this in?
She said Colorado.
Oh,
I'm
this
in
is Colorado.
Colorado.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like the altitude does something to people.
definitely.
Well, thank you. It was a great story, but I'm sorry that it happened.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Have a good day.
And I have to say, Ricky's my favorite. Love you. Mwah.
End the call quick.
You
Fuck.
you didn't have to say that.
She did though.
We'll fix it in post. Don't worry.
Rude. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
What an insane, like,
Hey, I would cure it myself. Can I say that?
I think I might be too.
It almost is similar, not obviously the exact same, but you see all this fucking drama on TikTok of like the DoorDash driver who walked in and the guy had the door open with his pants down.
Yeah.
It's like similar vibes where it's like this dude was trying to put you in an uncomfortable sexual moment and just praying that what he gets out of it is what he wants or what he wants. He gets out of it what he wants. In such a gross, disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't know who's given us 6 square foot of shit and then expecting anything out of that positively.
Yeah.
Truly.
Like even if it wasn't my job and now you're making me have to deal with it,
Yep.
I'm still not. That's still not the move for me personally.
Correct.
Yeah, no, it's not working.
Oh, we have 2 more hydrates.
Pharaoh Melbo.
Bye, Mel B.
That's Melbo, dude.
Baggins. Wow. Well, thanks, Kira. That was crazy.
That was crazy.
Oh.
Also, for him to have it pulled up on the TV, I mean, am I crazy for thinking it's crazy to watch porn on the big screen?
You never big screen jorked it?
I've never big screen jorked it.
It's embarrassing to admit. 1's in chat if you think this is a story you'd want to hear. 2 in chat if you think, get out of here. Come on. What are you doing? That's a bad story. Why would you text that in? This is from Ike. Actually touched my brother and his wife's sex toy.
Ugh.
Would it be weird to ask my sister-in-law the model number? Also includes, I'm not going to spoil the ending, but crazy ending.
What's the model number on that bad boy?
Okay, we got a lot of ones. Not seeing a 2 yet. Not seeing the 2. All right, here we go. We're going to give you a ring. This is from Ike of Mike and Ike fame saying, I actually touched my brother and his wife's sex toy. Would it be weird to ask my sister-in-law the model number?
What the fuck is up, judges?
Hello. Can we
hell's
get name
going
and
on?
pronouns?
I go by Ike on the pod, but my government name is Caitlin.
Caitlin.
Her.
She, her. Awesome. So you got the most resounding yes votes in chat of the day. How does it make you feel?
Oh, I feel great. I'm so honored.
Okay. Well, let's hear it. We're on. Erica's actually on the edge of her seat.
Literally or figuratively?
Figuratively.
Okay.
Well, hold on.
So this actually.
I'm on the edge of my seat now.
So, so this actually happened on July 5th this year, and the fact that I have not written it in is because the next day is when all that drama went down with J&A.
Gotcha.
And so it completely got overshadowed because I was going to call you guys in because it was wild. So I went up to see my brother and his wife and their family. They live like a couple hours away. And so he decides like, okay, we're going to go out to like lunch or whatever. And then like crossing this like ferry bridge river thing. And so it's like another like 45-minute drive out there. And so we're sitting at the ferry to like get on in like 15 minutes or whatever, because it's only like a 5-minute trip across the thing. And they had gotten a notification on their car of like low tire pressure. And so I'm sitting in the passenger seat. My brother's driving. My sister-in-law's in the back seat, and the kiddos are, back there. And he's like asking about the tire gauge, because he's like, oh my God, like we can't get on this right now and like move over. Like we need to go like get it checked out, at least go to a gas station and fill up. And so he's asking for a tire gauge. She's like, I don't know. Like you would know if there was one in here. And so he asked me to look in the glove compartment. And so I go in there and I'm like moving stuff around. And then I literally pick something up. It's maybe like a couple inches. At first I was just like, oh, what's this? Like a key fob? And then a split second, I was like, nope, that's a sex toy. And I tossed it like across to the back corners of the glove compartment.
Okay.
And so my brother saw that though, because he was like, yeah, can you look? And then all I heard him go was, oh, that's not, and I'm just like, nope, we're just ignoring this. And I'm repressing that. Mm-hmm. And I'm just sifting through the napkins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But so
Another
It
sex toy in the
seems to be-
napkin.
Yeah. I'm just like back in the corner into like the recess of whatever's in the glove compartment. But so it seemed to be one of those like remote control, like toy panty
Like-
ones, you know what I mean?
Like a Love Sense? Is that the brand?
Oh, like a
I
Love
don't
Sense.
know.
The 212, the Love Sense 212.
Dude, that's why I'm asking. Is it weird if I ask? Because there's two reasons. One, my sister-in-law is funny, and she thought, and I know for a fact they both saw that because when we got to the gas station to fill up, they both went out there, and I'm like, I know for a fact they were talking about it.
Oh, for
Because
sure.
on the way home, because on the way home from dinner, she made a joke about stopping at the sex store, and she's like, "Yeah, we can go in. Caitlin can stay in with the kids in the car." And I'm like, "Oh my Lord!" But so that's why I'm like. So Mike and I have tried to like use one of those like remote control ones, but my anatomy, the ones that we found, don't really match up. But for this model number or the model of it, I was like, it kind of looks like it would fit my anatomy. And I just like, would it be weird to ask her? I don't give a shit about what my brother thinks. I'm not even considering him.
Yeah, don't talk to the man in the situation, but you could ask her for sure.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I wouldn't ask my brother for sex toy advice.
No.
No, I mean, how close are you with your sister-in-law?
We're cool. Like
Okay.
I'm probably closer with her, and chiller with her than my one biological sister. That's a whole other story.
Okay.
But yeah, so I mean like I honestly feel like if I had asked her, she'd be like, "Yeah, it's this one."
Mm.
Yeah, no, I think I mean, she made a joke about going to a sex store, so like I think you're good.
Yeah, I think once that joke was made, I think that would clear any questions in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I understand your
Christian
hesitancy.
think, though, because he's being quiet.
What am I thinking? No, I agree with them.
Yeah.
I agree with them. I was just thinking because it's like, I wouldn't get the cue of them making the joke. And it's like, I'd be overthinking it like you're overthinking it. I'm not gonna pick up the cues.
So, did you? And then here's the thing: is you make a day of it. You go in person with the sister-in-law, and then you dig, and you're like, "Why the fuck was that in your glove box?" And then you call back in or right back in and tell us more. Why the fuck was that in your glove box?
Well, if it's a remote control situation, I'm assuming they use it on date night.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
got
I'm
kids in the
assuming.
car right
Now,
now.
it was sans patina. There was no patina.
Oh,
Okay, so it was clean.
Oh.
Well, yeah, it was wrapped in napkins.
There was no patina. Let's be clear about that.
Okay. All right. They weren't. Yes, there were kids in the car, but they weren't using it right then, obviously, because it wasn't inside of her.
Yeah, there's no patina.
Maybe they like to use it backwards, and maybe the remote was
Hey,
inside
there are some
someone.
people that don't clean their stuff.
Oh yeah,
The patina tells a story. It has a history, guys.
The patina tells the story.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah, and so
was
on my
something.
drive home, I was just, I was cackling like Drew Wallow, like just the entire time.
Love her.
But also, like, I was in like gastrointestinal distress. Also, this is a part of the story Josh did not tell chat.
Oh yeah.
Is that after dinner, we went to like this custard place and got some. Now, I had like gastric bypass surgery, so dairy really affects me differently. It's almost like IBS at times. And so for the entire drive back,
Seems dang.
no, not even that. I had like the horrid bubble guts for like a couple hours, and Mike was not with me because he stayed home for the trip. But
Amen.
Oh my god, like I don't know if you guys have ever felt like gas feel like it's basically made its way into like your small intestines, but like you also had diarrhea at the same time. So you're just stuck with dealing with it.
Yeah.
So I'm like cackling to myself, giggling about this and just trying to comprehend what happened. And at the same time, I am just in the worst pain imaginable because I had some dairy.
Yeah, I mean, Did we learn a lesson from that though? Have we? Are we still fucking with the dairy a little bit?
I can have like a little bit of dairy, but I'm not kidding. It's like if there's one spoonful or one lick too far, it's it. That's gone.
It's like a dam. I'm just
Game
waiting to
over
be
for
broken.
But
All
yeah,
right.
so
That was a fun story. I will never hear the word patina the same again. Thank you.
Oh, you can't blame Mike for
You're
that.
welcome.
Yes, I can. Ike's the one that said it.
All
well,
right.
you guys have a good Friendsgiving. Thanks for the call. I'm glad I could share that somewhat traumatizing experience that I can partially repress.
was gonna
Yeah,
say, yeah,
that
now
was
you can-
lovely.
Ask your sister-in-law, and then put the rest of that right back into the back of the brain.
I will.
All right. Bye. Have a good day.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Can I say something crazy?
You know what I
Let's
should
hear
have asked her? I should have asked, okay, if you get the model number, are you going to be thinking about your brother and sister having sex while
Oh,
you
don't
use
do
that?
Well,
that.
now
No,
like
what the
is.
fuck?
What the hell?
What the hell?
But like, I assume like most couple. I mean, maybe not. I've talked to other people about sex toys, like, and I don't like that's not like
He doesn't talk to
Not
us about
me.
sex toys. What the fuck?
we all know who the person who in our lives who won't ever shut the fuck up about anything ever.
Mm.
My old coworker.
Oh, yeah.
But like, but like, I've never once thought about anybody else while we were, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
That's fair.
it's not coming up, you know?
Yeah.
It's coming out.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes.
I'll say it sometimes. All right.
Orange.
Oh, but what I was gonna say that's crazy is why the fuck are tire pressure gauges so hard to fucking find when you need one?
Yeah, and they're nearly impossible.
It's gotta be the number one most bought and lost item in the world. Maybe second to lighters.
Yeah.
Just because there's so many more lighters.
Well,
because-
the lighters almost make sense because the lighters most of the time when it gets lost, it's being handed to somebody, and then
Oh, sure.
you know
It's like a pencil.
ownership is 9/10 of the law or whatever, you know. But the tire pressure gauge makes no sense because you're the only person using it, and you only ever use it in this emergency, and you put it right back where you think it goes, and every time you need to use it again, you go, where the fuck is that?
Yeah. How could it possibly have gone anywhere?
It only goes in my glove box.
Yep.
Where could this be?
Yep. Luckily now, I got this really great tire pressure. It's like a self-contained little air pump. Those are so much better than having to worry about it. You just pop that bad boy on and it digitally tells you.
Yeah.
Those are so much better than having to deal with like driving to a gas. Now they charge for air? What is this, America?
Yeah. For a while, you could find some gas stations that didn't charge for air. They all charge
Yeah.
for air now.
They're like, we're giving this shit out for free too much.
Quick Trip doesn't.
They don't
For
charge
now?
it? They really don't
No,
charge?
they don't. I remember having having Aurora go to one specifically because they don't.
I used to go to Casey's. Casey's never charged until like 4 years ago.
Wawa gives free air? We got to get a Wawa around us. There's no way there's a Wawa in Illinois, right?
No way.
I
Yeah.
just saw a Wawa in Florida,
Yeah.
and I almost thought to stop. Because, well, is that the place that is Wawa Burgers a thing? Or is
Yeah.
that a different... Is that a
Are you
different
talking
chain?
about Whataburger?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what?
But does Wawa make food, or is it just a gas station?
Wawa does do food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be good?
I've heard people talk about it.
What am I
Hoagies.
looking at?
Wawa
Wawa.
makes hoagies.
Wah, wah.
Wawa.
Wawa's a big kitchen, so Wawa's probably pretty close to a Quick Trip type.
Casey's Quick Trip, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Because Quick Trip is, I mean,
Quick
Casey's
Trip
does pizza and donuts,
There's
chicken
some in
stuff.
Indiana.
and then Quick Trip does everything.
Yeah,
they got a
you're
whole
right.
diner menu in there. I don't know about Wawa. I guess.
Yeah, Indianapolis is,
The closest one
I think,
in a random direction from us.
east. Yes.
Well,
Indiana is famously east of Illinois.
Stop, dude, stop.
which side of the Mississippi?
East.
Really? Funny how that works. Does that count as twicing? I had you say east twice.
No, it doesn't count.
Chat, does that count as a twice?
No. It doesn't.
It doesn't?
No.
Does that count?
No.
This is from Tyler. Again, one's in chat. If you want to hear this, two's in chat. If you say, fuck you.
That's so aggressive.
My name is Tyler, and I work as a maintenance technician for an apartment complex in a very conservative state, and I'd like to find a way to visibly appear as an ally when entering people's homes and walk around the community. I interact with people of many different opinions on the daily. I want people to know I'm a safe person of integrity. Thoughts?
Getting ones, twos.
We got mixed responses here.
This one doesn't have as good of a hook as some.
Not as good of a hook.
That's like actual advice and not a story time.
Let's give our actual advice then for Tyler in chat.
We'll give
every time you walk in, just put up a fist.
Really?
Yeah, just.
I feel like that could be misinterpreted.
I mean, do you wear hats with your job, or like I'd put some buttons on.
Get a
wolf cut.
That's
Katie's
good.
nuts. I also was going to say wear a pin with pronouns. Or paint your nails is a good option. Taylor.
I don't know. There's a lot of people now that are really taking that like punk or like alt look
aesthetic
and just straight up being Nazis about it.
Oh, well.
So times are changing with that, but it is a good step. It definitely is a step. He's at work. We can't call him while he's at work.
I can't call him at work.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think? I don't know if I don't know. Do you think Christian and I struggle with this? Do you think we feel? I guess we can ask chat too. If you saw Christian and I in a spot, do you think that we would come off as a person of integrity, a safe person of integrity, or is it just you're a white dude? Straight presenting.
True.
There's nothing you could do to trust you. I'm wearing a Palestinian shirt. That's fair. And I do wear this. I'm like Mario. This is my Mario outfit. I wear it every single day.
I do tell him you got to change once in a while.
Yeah.
Christian might scare you a bit. Fuck me.
I mean, Christian's tall, which doesn't help.
Yeah.
Your case.
I'm tall, dark, and handsome. That doesn't do me any favors.
Katie's nuts says, when I met you three, Christian felt like a safe person because of his style. Josh immediately stole my joke, so he's not safe.
That's
I
fair.
agree. Josh is not a safe person.
Whoa. What?
I'm just kidding.
Christian's hair gives safe male vibes.
I mean, you always say you dress like a lesbian.
I do.
I mean, that's fair.
Most lesbians are safe, so.
Yeah.
So what can you not dress like to not give off bad vibes? I think Jersey's got to go. If you're wearing a jersey, I mean, you're at work, obviously, so you're not, but just in general, like if you're wearing a sports jersey, no one's talking to you with an open mind.
True.
Madmo gets it. Madmo definitely gets it. Yeah, jersey. Have people started wearing jerseys backwards or some shit?
I've seen some of that. There is like a weird trend with that.
What is up with that?
I think I know I've seen Drewski do it on like TikTok clips, but if you're femme presenting and wearing a jersey, safe. Yeah, I could see that.
What does shirt pants kind of dude gots to go?
What?
Shirt pants kind of dudes got to go.
What does that mean, Blake?
Just like somebody who wears a shirt and pants and like.
So just shirt and pants in general, we gotta get.
That's what I'm doing right now. Hang on.
Yeah, that's my That's my worries here, actually.
Aliana says what someone says is going to do a lot more than the outfit because, as it's been said, people be acting performative. That's fair.
Yeah.
True.
But yeah, and definitely don't bring attention to it. Don't be like, "Hey, don't worry, I'm cool.
I'm safe. I'm totally
I
a
don't
safe
judge,"
person.
because all of that sounds the opposite.
Wearing a mask is actually a pretty good
Oh.
game, bro. That's pretty good.
No,
Like a medical mask.
Yeah.
Not
like
like a Halloween mask.
No, like a balaclava. If you come in
Jason
looking like an ice
Voorhees.
agent, it's
Yeah.
actually kind of sick.
that's pretty good. Actions speak louder than it does fair, because that's breaking the ice, and then they might feel more likely just to talk to you in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I could walk up to either of you and ask for directions. Well, in a random direction, we're gonna get it. I'm not telling you exactly
Josh
where to
is
go.
not going to give you directions. He's going to say, please don't talk to me, and he's going to walk away.
I'd go, "What's up?" And then they'd say something, and I go, "Twice your ass."
And then he's no longer a safe person, like I said. Christian is also going to say, what?
I might say what 2 or 3 times. And then I'll go, I don't know. I'm not really here that often. It could be in front of my house. I'll go. I'm not really here that often. I think you go that way. I do this at work when people ask me for directions. I go, I actually don't work here that often. I travel for work. I'm just kind of here for today. I guess I could help you find it if you want. I'm kind of humble in the way that I don't want to let them know I know the directions too good. So I go, I don't know. I couldn't possibly help you.
When I was 17, I drove me and two friends to Six Flags in Gurney Mills, and I didn't have like GPS on my phone yet.
Okay.
And I got lost somewhere up in one of the suburbs trying to get home. And my phone was about to die. I couldn't call my mom or anybody. And my shitty 1999 Chevy Malibu didn't have a working like phone charger.
The like purple Chevy Malibu.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I stopped at a gas station to ask for directions, and the person was so mean to me. They were so mean to me.
Well, that's because you're the 100th person that date asked them for directions. They were just over it.
They were like, the interstate's literally right there. Just get on the interstate. I was like, but how do I get there? I'm turned around. I can't figure it out. And they were like, just go to the interstate. I was like, but which direction? They were so mean.
I definitely understand how that could be very intimidating.
Like, I'm a child. Please stop.
Yeah.
Stop yelling
It's
at
like
me.
we're slightly past the age of like having just like an atlas in your car.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's like when you're up in the city where it's like every road is an interstate. Yeah, I don't know which one's gonna actually get me to the right place.
All right, we got time for one last story, and I've combed through a couple, and this one really piqued my interest. And I don't want to read all of it because it's kind of the text is kind of the whole story. It feels like.
Okay.
So again, one's in chat if you want to hear this. If not, we can find a different one. So 2 if you think I'm a big old dumb stupid idiot. 1's if you think I'm pretty. Okay, and if you like the story. I learned I was allergic to Vagisil after I got a wicked bad yeast infection.
Oof.
And then it goes on from there. That's the intro sentence, and it gets worse.
Oh boy. Okay.
So 1's in chat or 2 if you don't want to hear that.
This is Jiggly Bat Alley's story. Like, I take it back. I take it back. Don't read.
We got a lot of 1s. So thank you for calling me pretty. Jiggly Bat and Marie are like, get the fuck out of here. Josh is ugly as hell. Okay. So we're going to call this person as democratically elected by the Twitch chat.
Correct.
And YouTube chat. Who found out they were allergic to Vagisil.
Now, if you're listening, if you don't want us to say your name.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Rude.
You thought we were spam.
Oh my God. The drama. How was the quality of your call? Bad. Call never connected. Wow. We'll give it a second. I'll send them a text. Are you still available to talk? We'll text back. We'll take a beat. And if not, then they missed their chance. We'll never hear about their allergy. We're moving on.
I have a question.
Yep.
Is there, like high school wrestling?
Yeah.
Is there a professional version of that?
Yeah.
I mean, there's, like
Is
the
it
Olympics.
still called wrestling?
Yeah. Here's the crazy thing. You call professional wrestling is the fake wrestling.
Okay.
Wrestling is just wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or like Olympic wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because it was originally done by the Greeks and for the Olympics.
Okay.
Yeah. But they were always naked when they did it.
Why?
It's to show that you're a man. I think it's still done like that in a way in Turkey. I think they still wrestle naked in Turkey as like a...
Is it called like procreation?
Yeah.
Something?
It's just like considered to be more manly to wrestle in the nude.
I feel like that would... I think that would make me feel very vulnerable.
Yeah. But it's almost like rugby in a sense, where like you see like all this stuff that's happening in rugby and how like physical and like hard they hit.
Mm-hmm.
But because you have less pads on, you sort of like respect the hit more, and like you don't want to like lay somebody out as in a way that would hurt them because they could just do it back to you. So I figure it's like you're not grabbing nuts and twisting in Greco-Roman wrestling because your nuts are also there to be grabbed and twisted.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There's a sort of a mutual gamesmanship to it. It's like people touching gloves at the start of a fight. Like, you could cheap shot them. You don't technically have to touch gloves, but then you're an asshole.
Yeah.
I stopped listening to you. I was thinking about rugby.
What? All right, I'm going to read this. One's in chat. The person didn't text us back, unfortunately. One's in chat if you want to hear the story. Two's in chat if you move on to the next one. Or if your name is Jiggly Bad Ellie. I saw my boyfriend playing with his wiener on the couch when I was waking up, and he says he wasn't jerking off, but it's awfully suspicious. He says the judges would understand. Can we get some votes in chat? I guess we don't even have to... Oh, life cycles hypnosis. So real quick, can we get some votes in chat? Did this person, would we understand that he wasn't jerking off if he was playing with his jingling?
He's just twisting. Thank you, copy. Jesus Christ, somebody gets it.
I'm not a fondler. Can I say that?
You don't just hang on to it?
Not much. Not
Okay.
much. I'm not someone who's playing around a lot.
I don't even realize it's happening. And I'm just like, what the hell? My hands been in my pants this
If
whole
I'm
time?
if I'm down there, it's for business, not for pleasure. You know
I'm
what I
just
mean?
I'm just warming my hands up.
Yeah, I'm
He
normally
was practicing for wrestling.
I'm normally not down there, but
Okay.
sometimes I will, and Aurora will sometimes be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know."
You don't even realize it's happening. My hands just, and I've become like, I feel like I just have my hands in my waistband sometimes now. Like I've become more.
You're an old man.
I'm an old man when I just rest my hands in my waistband.
Sure.
He's checking if it's still there.
Can a guy check? All right, we're gonna call back, and if you don't answer, you're gonna make a real fool out of me. The story about the allergic to Vagisil. All right.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach.
Are you fucking kidding me? Sorry, yes, I went to the bathroom. My phone blocked any unsaved. Save our number. We're gonna give you 25 seconds.
I blocked you. Stop.
Save our number,
calling.
850 Judges. Save it as the Judges. And when you do that, text us, and then we're gonna call you back. Does
Okay,
that count as getting?
I
They
just
just text
saved
us.
it.
They
I
just
just
text
saved
us.
it. Okay.
Okay.
Does that count as getting twice? Yes.
No.
No. Yes.
Hello.
All right.
Hello.
This was your third strike, you're out situation here.
Yeah, sorry. My phone, one of my exes, I have a lot of stories, but one of my exes signed me up for a bunch of spam shit a few years back. So now I just block any number that's not saved, and I should have saved this number ahead of time, but I didn't because I don't know.
That's fine.
Whatever. I didn't think of that.
Before we get too far, can we get a name and pronouns? If you don't want to use your real name, we can make one up.
My name is Kitty, and she, her, or they, them, either one.
Awesome.
Okay.
So regale us about your Vagisil experience.
Yeah, okay. So this happened when I was 18. Anyway, I'm from a pretty small town in Kentucky. I don't live there anymore, but I did live there back then. My mom, really well known in the town, knows all the doctors. She works at the hospital. This all makes the story more embarrassing because obviously I had grown up going to these knowing all of these people. Just started college at the local college in town with an ex-girlfriend of mine. And I woke up one day and I woke up with what at the time I didn't know, but was a yeast infection that had made my downstairs area swell up a little bit. I went to go see the doctor. It was my pediatrician at the time, who once again I had seen since I was very young, was best friends with my mom, really close to my family. They thought that it had swollen up because I had genital warts, which I did not have, but they thought, so they had to set me up with a gynecologist and all of that. But in between that, they were like, okay, so I think that you have a yeast infection and genital warts, and that's what's causing the amount of swelling that you have. I was like, okay, cool. So they said, well, you'll need to go get just over-the-counter Vagisil. If it happens again, because some people are more prone to it, and it looks like you're pretty, like, sensitive to that. So if it happens again, go get more Vagisil. Whatever. I go to the store. I'm living in a dorm at the time, by the way, with my ex-girlfriend. I go to the store. I get the Vagisil. I go back home to my dorm room, and I put it on, and everything down there was burning already, a little sensitive already, but really quickly it starts swelling up more and more and more.
Whoa.
And I'm sitting there in the middle of my dorm room when my ex walks in, opens the door. I'm sitting there spread-eagled in front of a fucking fan, just pretty much in tears. And I'm like, I don't think this is working. I don't think they're right. I don't think that they're correct. Like, I think that this is all, like, I don't know what's going on, but I don't think. And she was like, it looks like you have a fucking softball down there. Like, it is, we need to go back to the doctor. So I go back to the doctor, call the doctor again, because this had started very early in the morning. It's still before the doctor closed. And like I said, I know these people really well. So gave the doctor a call, and one of the most embarrassing parts was when my pediatrician said, I don't want to see her again. Can you send her to somebody else? I'm too embarrassed to deal with it. So that did not feel super great.
Very professional. Okay.
What the
Yeah.
hell? Oh my God! No way.
You have to think you're dying at this point, right?
Yeah, so I was freaking out. I go back in. They were like, it looks like you've had an allergic reaction to the Vagisil, so maybe don't do that again. And I had to get a steroid shot in my butt, which helped. And I had to do a round of steroids. And then I had to do like a prescription round of medicines for the yeast infections and everything. But yeah, no. Before, I did forget about the part where I took a bath in the dorm bathtubs. That was disgusting because I was in so much pain and I had to like soak in something. So yeah, it was, and like there's like no privacy in those either. So my girlfriend's like reading me a book while I'm soaking in the dorm bathtub, like trying to like make this go down, and like this old fashioned like ice bath I tried to fashion with myself. It was one of the worst experiences I've ever had.
Wow. So, and maybe you don't know this answer, but if you do, or like, if you can't use Vagisil, like what other things could you use for like a yeast infection?
Well, if I get a yeast infection now, I have to go to the doctor because they have to give me like a oral prescription for it. I don't really know, like, I don't know what it is off the top of my head because I haven't had that problem in a while. So, but I used to get them more heavily when I was young, and I had to get the oral prescription. And for me, after that, I did go see a gynecologist. I got set up with another doctor, those sorts of things. But my gynecologist, since he knew that was a problem, gave me like a specific number of refills a year because he knew that I had occasionally that was an issue for me. So your doctor can help you with that. But yeah.
Wow.
Not pleasant at all. And I had just put it on the outside. If you know about Vagisil, you're supposed to insert it as well. And I'm really glad I did not do that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Because I can just imagine that would have been excruciating. Yeah. So
in the text message, you described that your downstairs area swelled up to the size of a ball sack.
Oh yeah, that is what it looked like, because both of the outside lips had like swelled up separately, right? So it looked like I had a ball sack down there for a while. And
I don't want to be too crass, so stop me if you think I'm being too crass. But did you just find yourself sitting and playing with it as a man would?
Oh my God!
Just in the moment, like you didn't even realize you were just getting ready for some
really
Greco-Roman wrestling.
No, I did, because not only was it swollen, but it was a interesting texture that I would not have.
Okay.
So I absolutely did. I was like, interesting, cool. Like,
you understood one of the joys of being a man for a second, for having balls.
Yeah. Exactly. No. And like, I'm like gender fluid, so I don't always want to have balls, but sometimes I do. So it was a neat little experience there.
That's really awesome. What a dangerous way to get gender euphoria.
I know, right? From a Vagisil allergic reaction. So yeah.
Wow. Well, now you know. Now that's like your free HRT for a day. Is you could just go and
absolutely. And I do like chemical play now, so I would even probably kind of like it.
And you know what? And that's cool. And this is all because your pediatrician was a bad doctor somehow.
Yeah. He was too embarrassed to deal with the swelling of the downstairs area.
I mean, yeah. All I can think is if my shit just started like engorging itself.
Yeah. Imagine if your ball sack was the size of 2 ball sacks.
Yeah, I literally would think I'm dying. Like if I could see it expanding in real time, I'd just like something's wrong.
It's like the worst dream.
Explode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the call, and we appreciate the story, and it was wonderful. And I hope you never have to deal with that again unless you want it to.
Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
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 Wow.
Woo-wee.
Yeah.
What a crazy story.
Yeah. Yeah. So thanks everybody who called or texted in. Again, folks, unfortunately, we can't get to everybody. We do want to eventually hear it. So next time you see us go live, or I'm sorry, next time you just keep a lookout for Instagram stories, normally every other Wednesday. But you can also check out the Instagram stories. You can get a ding in the Discord. That's patreon.com/judgiespod if you have the notifications on for that. Other than that, I think we're ending this little party we got going on. Not the live stream.
Live stream's still going. We have to do a tier list still.
I know, but I'm doing an outro for the episode.
I know.
So I feel so I'm playing the song. We gotta get out of here.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Do you want me to